I found my wife's group chat with her sisters called Operation Divorce Dan. Turns out I was the guest of honor. We've been together a decade, built a life in Denver, and I honestly thought things were solid. I work in logistics. She's a dental hygienist. Her sisters, Tessa and Mariah, and her mother, Evelyn, have always hovered, but I told myself that was just their close-knit family thing. 3 weeks ago, Lila asked me to help set up her new MacBook. While syncing her iMessages, I noticed a flood of notifications from a group chat called Operation Divorce Dan. My stomach sank. My name isn't Dan, but Lila's contacts still had me under that nickname. An old inside joke from when we were dating. Curiosity got the better of me. I clicked. What I read nearly made me drop the laptop. Tessa had written, "He thinks Saturday's an anniversary dinner. Can't wait to watch his face when the papers come out." Mariah, "Storage unit on Colfax is ready. Movers will clear his stuff by noon. He'll be out before dessert." Evelyn, "My lawyer has everything drafted. He'll be served at 7 p.m., public and humiliating. Exactly what he deserves." And then Lila herself chimed in with laughing emojis. 10 years pretending to love this man. Finally, free. Let's film it for TikTok. I felt physically sick, but I kept scrolling. They'd been plotting for 6 months, timing my eviction and divorce ambush to line up with our 10th anniversary. The surprise dinner was actually my public humiliation. I took screenshots of everything, every cruel word, every logistical detail. What they didn't know? I've always been careful. 4 years ago, after catching hints of their contempt, whispers that died the second I walked into family gatherings, I quietly protected myself. I built separate accounts, shifted investments, and kept property in my name only. For 3 weeks, I played dumb. Lila acted sweet, bringing me coffee, reminiscing about our wedding, kissing me like she wasn't planning to burn my life down. My hands would shake when she smiled because I knew it was all an act. Saturday came. At 6:55 p.m., she insisted we stop by her sister's place before dinner. I walked in to find Tessa holding her phone up, recording, Mariah grinning by the mantel, Evelyn clutching a manila envelope. Lila grabbed my arm and whispered, "Surprise." I smiled right back. "Actually, I've got a surprise for you." I pulled out my phone and read their own words aloud. 10 years pretending to love this man. Finally free. The room froze. Tessa lowered her phone. Mariah's jaw dropped. Lila went pale. Evelyn snapped, "You had no right to invade private conversations." I laughed. "Private? You used my card to rent that storage unit. Funny thing, I cleared it out yesterday." Their perfect ambush collapsed instantly. Mariah sputtered, "That's theft." I showed them the receipts proving everything was mine. Tessa started shouting about how pathetic I was, how Lila could have done so much better. Evelyn kept repeating that their family had connections and could ruin me. But the best part? I'd already spoken to the moving company and the lawyer Evelyn bragged about. The mover canceled after I forwarded proof of fraud. The lawyer? Turns out his license was suspended last year. By the time I finished laying it all out, the room was chaos. Lila screaming that I was controlling. Her sisters panicking. Evelyn threatening lawsuits she couldn't back up. I just walked to the door, turned, and said, "Game over." That night, Lila came home begging. She claimed it was just family venting, that she'd been pressured into it. I didn't respond. Instead, I handed her an envelope of my own, papers I'd quietly prepared months ago, citing irreconcilable differences. See, while they were plotting Operation Divorce Dan, I was building Operation Freedom Aaron. The house? Paid off, solely in my name. Savings? Untouchable. Evidence? Screenshotted and time-stamped. Now Lila's living with her mom. Her sisters aren't speaking to each other, and I'm in my own house with peace of mind. Sometimes the best revenge is letting people choke on their own poison.